Reptiles. Corn snake. Corn snakes are often called red rat snakes because of their color. They have a hefty appetite for rats and other rodents found near farmers' crops. Corn snakes are able to climb trees but prefer to stay on the ground. They are shy and seek out logs, rocks, and ground cover during the day. Corn snakes are not venomous. Once the moon rises, the corn snake will follow the scent of a rodent. The journey often takes the snake through tunnels and burrows to find a rodent's nest. They kill their prey by constriction, which is wrapping their long bodies around the prey and squeezing. Did you know one good meal will last the corn snake for 2 or more days? Crocodile. Unlike alligators, crocodiles can live in salt water. In fact, the saltwater crocodile claims the title for being the largest reptile in the world. Powerful swimmers, crocodiles thrive in the waters on every continent except Europe and Antarctica. Because their eyes and nostrils grow atop their heads, they can still see and hear prey while they wait, partially submerged. Classified as reptiles, crocodiles most closely resemble birds and dinosaurs. The largest crocodile on record lived in Queensland, Australia, and measured more than 28 feet in length and weighed 2,870 pounds. Did you know crocodiles exist at the same time dinosaurs did? And they have changed very little since then. Chameleon. Chameleons are known for their ability to change colors. They catch their prey in mid-air with their long tongue. The tip of a chameleon's tongue is wide and sticky. When a chameleon spies an insect, it judges the gap between itself and its prey. Then it sticks out the tip of its tongue, focuses, and fires. The insect is drawn into the lizard's jaws and quickly crushed. A chameleon clamps its toes around a branch and waits for the next insect. If chameleons start to lose their balance, they use their tails to steady themselves. Boa constrictor. Boa constrictors are from Central and South America. These snakes can grow as long as 13 feet and weigh over 100 pounds. The boa constrictor's colors and pattern make camouflage easy in the jungle. Boa constrictors hunt at night and rest during the day. When the boa finds its next meal, the boa grabs its prey with small, hooked teeth, then squeezes the victim to death. A boa's jaws are flexible enough to swallow creatures wider than the boa. Then, the boa constrictor relaxes for days or weeks while its body digests its meal. Horned lizard. Horned lizards are sometimes called horned toads because of their squat, flattened toad shape. Horned lizards have horns on their heads and spiky spines on their bodies. If the spikes don't protect them from predators, horned lizards puff themselves up, hoping to appear too big to eat. If that doesn't work, the lizard will run, stop, and run, hoping to confuse its predator. A few horned lizards are even able to squirt blood from their eyelids. Did you know the main food of horned lizards is the ant? House gecko. Geckos are great gymnasts. Their extra sticky toe pads keep them from falling when they run, jump, and climb. Geckos can hang upside down and not fall. This comes in handy when they are chasing flies and other insects. Many people open their homes to geckos because they naturally get rid of some pests. This lizard is known to be a night talker. It seems to speak its name and repeat the call several times in a row. A gecko will lose its tail when grabbed. This confuses the captor and allows the gecko to run free. In time, the gecko's tail will grow back, looking like the original tail. Did you know geckos have vertical pupils like those of a snake? Green anole. Green anoles are quick change artists. Their colors range from lime green to gray or deep brown. Their body color changes to blend in with their surroundings if they are frightened. They also change color when they're angry, when the temperature changes, or when they're flirting. Green anoles are quick on their feet. Male green anoles are known to put on a great performance when threatened. It is not uncommon for a male green anole to charge a trespasser while bobbing its head and flaring its neck flap. The victorious male will bask in the sunshine of its subtropical or tropical home. Gopher snake. The gopher snake is a good mimic. When threatened by a predator, The gopher snake flattens its head and makes its body look bigger. At the same time, it crawls into a coil, hisses loudly, and then shakes its tail against dry vegetation. Unlike the rattlesnake, the gopher snake does not kill with venom. It kills its prey by constriction. The slow-moving gopher snake follows the scent of its prey. The gopher snake searches between rocks, up trees, and into animal burrows. It hunts rodents, rabbits, and lizards. Tortoise. Tortoises live around the world. Most tortoises live on land, but some live in fresh water. Tortoises have 4 solid legs. Their beaks or mouths do not have teeth. Their upper and lower shells join on the sides. Of the 40 types of tortoise, the largest lives on the Galapagos Islands off the west coast of South America. Female tortoises dig a hole when they are ready to lay their eggs. They deposit the eggs, then cover them up. The hatchlings use their beaks to break free of their eggshells. Then they must dig themselves to the surface. Once outside, they must survive on their own. Did you know tortoises belong to the same family as turtles and terrapins? 5-lined skink. 5-lined skinks have 5 light stripes running down their darkly colored bodies. They live in moist wooded areas where there are ample leaf litter and fallen logs. When they are not resting under a log, they enjoy sunning themselves. They eat insects, spiders, and other bugs. A mother skink will lay a clutch of 1 to 12 eggs. She will stay with her eggs until they hatch. Newly hatched skinks are about 2 inches in length and will reach about 8 inches as an adult. 5-lined skinks need to be wary of predators such as raccoons, possums, foxes, and hawks that prey on lizards. Reticulated python. Reticulated means divided or marked and refers to this python's square-shaped markings used for camouflage. Pythons wait for their prey to come close. The python grabs the prey with its mouth, quickly wraps its body around the prey, and squeezes. The python then swallows its meal whole. A mother python lays about 100 eggs and then wraps her body around them to keep them warm until they hatch. At birth, young pythons are about 30 inches in length. They are hungry and ready to hunt for birds, frogs, lizards, mice, and rats. The longest reticulated python on record was measured at 33 feet. Alligator. Alligators, known as crocodilians, belong to the reptile family. They live in the grassy swamps and slow-moving rivers of the southern United States and eastern China. They are carnivores that eat fish, turtles, frogs, birds, and anything else that comes near the water. The cow, or female alligator, selects a safe place to lay her eggs. When the babies are ready to hatch, they grunt or bark from inside the egg. Then they use an egg tooth, a sharp mouth part that falls off, to break their shell. Alligator cows guard the babies until they're about a year old. Did you know alligators have wide U-shaped snouts as opposed to the more pointed V-shaped snouts of crocodiles? Marine iguana. The only sea-going lizards in the world, marine iguanas move along the surface or beneath the water. Their long, sharp, curved claws help the lizards cling to lava rock in heavy seas or when submerged. They enjoy basking in the sun to warm themselves after swimming. Their coloring helps them absorb heat. Marine iguanas live only in the Galapagos Islands off the coast of South America. They have only a few predators, among which are hawks, owls, snakes, and crabs. Marine iguanas feed primarily on marine algae found at depths of 5 to 50 feet. Juveniles feed in the intertidal zone during low tide. Did you know marine iguanas pile on top of one another at night to keep warm? Rattlesnake. Rattlesnakes are easily identified by their triangular heads and rattles on their tails. The rattle and scales are made up of keratin, much like humans' fingernails. They are small, hollow buttons that knock together inside the snake's rattle. Each time the rattlesnake molts or loses its skin, a new rattle will grow. Rattlesnakes can molt more than once a year. A rattlesnake can shake its rattle back and forth more than 60 times per second. It shakes its tail as a warning before it strikes. A rattlesnake's venom stuns the prey and breaks down its tissues. The snake then opens its mouth wide and swallows its prey whole. Snapping turtle. A snapping turtle's body looks too big for its shell. The tail is often half the length of the turtle shell. Snapping turtles live in slow-moving rivers, swamps, ponds, and lakes with plentiful vegetation and wildlife. They are temperamental in nature and will snap at anything that disturbs them. Snapping turtles love to wade in the mud while waiting for their next meal. Snapping turtles have fierce, hefty heads with sharp jaws that snap and gobble insects, fish, frogs, snails, birds, ducklings, and whatever else they can catch. They also eat water plants and vegetation to balance their diet. Temple viper. Temple viper snakes got their name when they started living on the grounds of the Temple of Azure Cloud in Malaysia. Temple vipers are venomous, but the snakes inside the temple have had their venom sacs removed. They are tame and don't bite. Some people think the temple's burning of incense calms the snakes. The temple viper's large triangular head doesn't fit its slender body. A temple viper will sit still, unmoving, until prey comes within reach. The snake strikes with lightning speed. Venom flows through its hollow fangs into the prey. Within seconds, the venom attacks the blood system and organs. Did you know temple vipers have prehensile tails that can hold onto branches? Gila Monster. The Gila monster is a slow-moving hermit and one of 2 poisonous lizard species. Its venomous bite is used more as a defense against predators than to kill prey. The Gila monster stores venom in glands inside its bottom jaw. The poison comes out through a groove in its teeth. When a Gila monster bites, it holds on tight and soaks the wound with venom. The Gila monster's prey is made up of small birds, rodents, and eggs. With the exception of eggs, Gila monsters eat their prey whole. Did you know Gila monsters hibernate while living off fat stored in their tails? Red-eared slider. Sliders have many relatives. The most popular red-eared slider is found in freshwater. They are raised for pet stores and live in many homes as pets. These turtles get their name from the flaming red stripe flowing back from the eye toward the neck. Their green oval shell is decorated with yellow and black stripes, forming segments that connect like puzzle pieces. Their underbelly shell is yellow with one black eye spot for each segment. The red-eared slider's feet are webbed to aid in swimming. Young sliders enjoy a meal of insects. As they become adults, their diet is water plants and vegetation. Did you know turtles are found on every continent in the world except Antarctica? Box turtle. There are 6 varieties of box turtles. 4 of them are found in the United States: the Florida, the Eastern, the Gulf Coast, and the 3-toed box turtles. Box turtles live on land. When they become hot, they look for mud or shallow water to cool off. The box turtle is a homebody and seldom travels far from where it was born. Box turtles hibernate underground in the winter. They often return to the same place to hibernate each year. Box turtles get along well with one another. It is not uncommon for box turtles to hibernate together. Did you know the box turtle's bottom shell is hinged, allowing it to clamp itself inside?